Welcome back to the ATV channel. In today's video we are going to be showing you how to remove a thermostat from an E36, specifically a 328i, and it has the M52-B28 engine. So this is just a quick guide on how to remove the thermostat, and I'll show you the steps to do so. Let's get into it. Right guys, we are doing a thermostat on this E36. This is a 328i automatic. It's got the M52-B28 engine. So all we're doing is a thermostat on here. I'm just going to quickly run through what I'm going to do first. I'm going to take these plastic bits out, the fan shroud, the viscous fan. That will give me enough access to take the bolts out for the thermostat. Before I do any of that though, I'm going to empty the coolant from the drain plug below, so I'll show you all that first. So yeah, this is just a quick video on changing the thermostat on this E36, and it's a bit of a how-to guide of how to do it. So let's get stuck in. So first thing you got to do, take the coolant cap off, and we're going to try and save as much coolant as possible. Take that off, and then you go underneath the car, and right here you'll see a drain plug. It's a big flat screwdriver, or just to crack it you might need to use a pair of pliers, but just be careful with it. It is plastic, so don't try and grip on it too much. I just want to loosen this thing off. You can then do it by hand if it's loose enough. Make sure you got a clean bucket so that you can save as much coolant as possible. I think I forgot to mention, but yeah, jack your car up, open that bleed valve and, well, that drain plug, and then just drain all your coolant out. If you're doing a flush, then you might as well change it. You can get rid of that coolant, but we're not doing a flush, we are doing a thermostat change, so we're going to keep this coolant. Plus the coolant is in really good condition still, so we don't want to waste that. Remove this trim. There are 6 Phillips screws, 4 of which are metal and 2 are plastic. To the 4 screws there's also these push plastic clips that we're going to take out, so I'm going to use a pry tool to take those out. Correction, these are not actually push, they are Phillips screws, so use a Phillips screw to take these out too. You may need to use a bit of WD-40 just to make this job easier. So the next thing that I want to take off now that this trim is off is the shroud and the viscous fan. Now remember, with the viscous fan you have to turn it clockwise to loosen it because it is reverse thread, so make sure you take note of that because you do not want to strip that bolt. It's going to be an absolute headache. So yeah, 32mm spanner clockwise, and that will loosen it. The way I normally like to do this is by putting the spanner on the nut and then using a hammer to hammer it in the clockwise direction. I use a bit of WD-40 to help out as well. However, in this circumstance that didn't work, so I used the second part of the tool, which I'll explain here. So you might need the second tool for the viscous fan kit just to hold the water pump, and then use this one to crack it. Normally I just put the 32mm spanner on and just hit it with a hammer and it does loosen it, but this was really tight, so I had to use this tool. Once the viscous fan nut was loose, I then started to take the shroud off. This is held in by 2 push clips on either side, so I used a pry tool to take it out, and then once that's out I'm able to pull the shroud and the viscous fan out generally at the same time, just because it's difficult to get one past the other. Next thing, now that we've taken the shroud and the viscous fan out, is we're going to take the 4 bolts off the thermostat housing. Now there's one 13mm here, and we may need to take this one out as well, just because that bracket could get in the way of the housing. So we're going to take that 13mm, that 13mm, and then the other three, that one there, 2, 3 and 4 are 10mm. So those are the bolts that you'll need for sockets that you'll need for those 4 bolts. Just a note to take when you take this bracket off: the shorter bolt goes at the bottom and the longer bolt goes at the top. So those are the 2 bolts that come out for this bracket. Once I'd taken the bracket off, I then took off the 3 remaining 10mm bolts. Once you've removed the bracket and the 4 bolts, you just pull this back, and there you go, that's your thermostat. All you have to do for that is pull it out. If it's stuck, you might need to use a pair of pliers, which I think I'll have to do. But yeah, that's your thermostat. Make sure that when you put it back in, that you put it in the right way and that you don't put it in the wrong way. So there you go, that's how you remove a thermostat from an E36 on an M52-B28 engine. And to put this all back together, it literally is the reverse process of what we did to take it out. Also, just another note, the 13mm bolt goes at the top right, and all the other bolts are the same size, so you don't need to worry about them. They just go back into the other 3 holes. So if you like handy tips like this and how-to videos, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Just want to say thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.